So I'll do my typical phone call that I would had. Yeah, how you handle an inbound call, it's almost identical to an outbound. The first thing I need to do is find out what do they want to have happen by the end of the call. If someone says, I want to talk to you, here we go. Hello.
Hi mate, have you just left me a message?
I literally just did, yeah.
Sorry.
That's fine. No problem. So, you wanted to have a chat.
Yeah, I don't know whether you can help me or not. I don't know whether I'm too small, but I wanted to see. It's sort of just me and sort of not, but you
Okay.
know, it's a lonely place being just you sometimes, and very recently I've been looking at thinking, oh, I need to put something into training. I haven't worked on myself for a very long time. I mean, I'm just
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sure those idiots who just think that it's my personality that wins people across, and I've watched one or two of your videos.
Pretty sure it's not.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question then. Matt. What would you like to have happen by the end of this phone conversation then? What's an ideal outcome for you?
I'd like to know whether you help people like me, whether you've helped people like me in the past. I'm aware there's a cost to it. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I'm a one-man band. I don't really want to grow for a short period of time, for another year
Fine.
or two. I want to improve the script that I'm using because
Yeah.
I haven't got a problem trying to get hold of. Essentially, I recruit architects and architect directors and
Yeah.
things like that. It is the senior stuff, and I've got no problem calling. You'll never have heard of the names, and it's not a household name, but the most famous architects in the UK and all that stuff. But if I waste the shitty script on them, it kind of pisses me off. I think, well, I've got another 6 months now. I've got to wait
Yeah.
to phone them again. I just want to make sure I'm doing whatever it is. I just want to make sure that I'm absolutely the best I can be before
Okay.
I go on taking people on and trying to grow and all that kind of thing.
Okay. And assuming I believe I can help you and you believe I can help you, when would you want to start any form of assistance?
Anytime. I'm on holiday from Friday for a week, but other than that,
Okay, so no, okay, that's cool. Okay, so let me ask you a question then. Let's pretend we decide to work together. It's 6 months down the line. We'll say 6 months. So I don't know what that would make it. What is that? June, July, August, September, November. Say, what will have changed, or what will have happened for you to say, you know what, working with Benjamin has been worth all the time and all the money.
well, mate. So about a month, 2, 3 months ago, I was still doing normal architects and all that kind of thing. So I've taken a massive risk by saying I don't want to do that anymore. I'm absolutely fucking fed up of it, and I'm now doing the more senior stuff. So I want to make sure that is, it's a risk, and it's already proven to be successful enough. But I suppose it'd be that being very successful and me having a broader range of contacts and things like that, I suppose.
Okay, so we need to identify something a bit more specific though. What is it that you know you need to either start doing or you need to stop doing that's going to make you better at, is it getting the jobs on, or is it filling the jobs, or is it both?
Oh, both, of course. I mean, it's probably. I mean, what I've just called you and told you that I probably need help with my script initially.
Yeah.
You might tell me where I'm going wrong in other areas. I'm completely open to that,
Yeah.
100%. Do you know what? Traditionally, I don't have a massive problem getting jobs on.
Yeah.
I don't really have a massive problem getting a hold of people. I'd love if you're someone who knows. I mean, I know you're not recruitment specific. You're someone who knows how I can headhunt more efficiently. And I suppose efficiency might be the word that I'm looking for.
Okay.
If I can do things more efficiently, I still want to call people. I still, do want to do it by cold call. I just want to make sure it's the best it can possibly be. Like I say, what's prompted this really is that I've just called a guy called Peter Clegg from Field and Clegg.
Yeah.
He shut me down after he shut me down after about 20 seconds and more or less put the phone down. I think, so what can I say to, make you realise that you've been a dickhead, basically. And that you're
Right.
missing out on something.
So run through that call for me there. What happened? So you got past the gatekeeper. This guy answered and he said, "Hello, Peter speaking."
Yeah, it was not easy to get past the gatekeeper. She had to go back and forth to him 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So I said, hi, Peter. It's Matt Kirk from. Well, no, sorry, it's Matt Kirk.
Yeah.
I just want to take 30 seconds of your time, basically.
Yeah.
And interested in that. Don't ever speak to me again. Basically, I said, okay, go for it. He was quite happy about that. And I said, and my script is I work with architecture practice, helping them bring on senior talent 80 to 90% of the time. I'm helping them get work-winning directors or associates on board. Most companies want to increase their fee income. It's bringing in the senior people with their own clients. That's going to help you do that. But let me stop you there. I'm not really interested. I don't want to speak to someone like you. Bye-bye. That was it.
Okay.
Okay. And I know that there's some losses, mate, and everything like that, but, when it happens, I think, what the fuck could I have done better than that? What can I do?
Okay. Well,
to improve that?
There's Occam's razor says the simplest answer is often the right answer, and it's quite possible he had no need for your services at this moment in time.
Absolutely.
Which means he's perfectly allowed to say, I have no interest. Yeah. So maybe you're just taking it too hard.
Maybe so, mate. But, a lot of the people that I speak to, at the very least, we have a good conversation.
Yeah.
And maybe we book I'm selling them something that's going to make them a shitload of money. I'm not selling them a normal, just a recruitment service that's someone just to fill a seat. I'm telling them, I'm selling them someone, essentially, that, architecture practices work like this, Benjamin, they work like, you've got a director, they always make the money for that practice. They've got their own clients, they bring in jobs, they bring in fees. Normal architects don't do that ever. It's associates, they'll tend to do something like 250 grand a year.
Yeah.
Your directors can do anything from $500,000 to 1.5 million in fees in that year. And there's a big fucking profit on that. In my head, who's going to be mad enough to say no to me sort of been saying, let me get you someone who's going to make you another £1 million, next year.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense unless you don't want to. And at that moment, it doesn't matter what you say. Well, no, I don't care. I don't want to. There's nothing you can do. But does this happen a lot? The guy shutting you down that quickly?
Do you know what? It happens at the big posh practices, the ones that I actually really want to work with. It doesn't happen at the medium-sized ones. It doesn't happen on the small ones. Small ones, we don't have enough money to pay me, so I don't bother with them that much. But it happens at the big posh ones. So it happened earlier today with Bordy Mallion. Very similar situation.
Yeah.
Just, it's a big posh practice.
Yeah.
They're absolutely going to need someone like me, if not right now.
Yeah.
And they'll need someone like me in the near future, but they don't want to know. They just shut the conversation down.
Can I ask a blunt question, and I can probably ask this better, not being English. Is it a class thing?
Do you know what? Probably, mate. I wasn't thinking that, but absolutely. Peter, the guy I was speaking to before, both of them, the two today that I've kind of done that.
Yeah. That's going to be hard to fix. I don't.
Am I not coming across as posh to you, mate?
I know with the English accent structure and system that yours doesn't come across as posh. Mine doesn't either. So you can run into that. That's a tough one. I just wanted to throw that out there because
they're both down south. They're both down. The people, I'm in Lancashire, but they're both down south. I'm thinking about it. There's a bit of a trend every time I call a fucking practice on.
It might be so you might have fixed your problem. Why not start with all the big ones up north first? Exhaust that.
Yeah, well, that's done pretty quickly.
Okay, right. Okay, so with his class, there's not a lot we can do about that, because that's just prejudice, and people judge us on our voices.
Should I not bother, mate? Should I not bother with those people, do you think?
Well, at this stage, I don't know, because I don't know if it is a class thing. I just had to ask.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be. If it's not, then it could be what you're saying is not resonating with them. That's a possibility. What might be interesting is to find somebody with a different accent, a posh accent, to phone them and see if they have the same reaction. Be interesting. A/B test.
Well, I've got a colleague that I work with in the Midlands fairly closely, but he's got a Brummie accent.
Yeah. Well, no, I just had to throw it out there because I don't want to take any money helping you if it's something that neither of us can fix.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I know this is England and there is a class system. So to pretend it doesn't exist.
Never something that's crossed my mind. It's never something that's crossed my mind.
No, I just try and yeah. So that's a possibility, but I get it too. But I don't care. You're like me. You could give a toss. You'll keep trying. So, assuming it's not class, and it could be something that you're saying or doing on the phone. Okay. So, what would success look like then if we were to work together? How would you know it's working?
Well, do you know what? I wouldn't mind getting on a few of those bigger practices.
How many are there that
I
you
mean,
could? How?
In terms of revenue, right? It's a funny picture because of, you know, I'm sure you've heard this excuse before because of, you know, everything took a massive dip just after Brexit. It wasn't just after, about a year after. But, you know, do you know what? My biggest ever month was me at my desk in October 2017, with 55 grand, and then between then and May, we were doing very well. Did about 40 grand in May 2018, and after that, it just seemed to drop off the cliff and didn't really come back. It's always quiet in the summer. Everyone's always away in the summer, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Planning authorities away. There's this, you know, my clients tell me that their clients are away, so it's just never picked up from there. So what we noticed was that we get more and more jobs for director level jobs and things like that. And I thought, well, do you know what? I'm quite fucking good at this. There's more money in it and everything like that.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stop doing all that shit. We get paid for it up front now. That's it. We have just a purely retained system. We're not wasting my time with anyone or anything like that.
Right.
So we've gone from. So I don't know. So I stopped doing the other thing in about February, March, and I'm just doing the direct into about February, March. Income's gone from around about 12 to 20,000 a month.
Yeah.
To, do you know what? It's pretty much similar. But I'm doing less for it, and I've got free time to phone people up, which I probably didn't have as much of before.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it, you know. So I suppose I want to do 3 of these a month. So for someone to retain me, it's probably going to cost them, just for the first payment, 5 grand. I want to get 3 of those a month. Okay. I'm probably getting 1 or 2 a month, and then taking them through the process and getting the extra money as I'm going along at the moment.
Okay, so I'm still struggling to see why you need me then.
I'm doing something wrong, aren't I, mate?
Well, no, you're doing all right. I mean, you're not a perfectionist, are you?
I don't know.
I mean, you've made this transition. You're making more money. You're working less. You're closing.
I'm making about the same money.
Okay, but you're working less.
Less effort. Definitely a bit less effort.
Okay. And for you to close an extra 1 a month, then surely you could do that. Yeah.
I feel like I need to. I don't know. You know, putting core news that my whole sales pitch was maybe wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong in meetings. Who knows? I mean, I get a fair few meetings cancelled.
Okay. So meetings cancelled. So do you do a lot of face-to-face meetings?
So my process, and this is maybe something else you can help me with.
Yes.
Okay, so my process at the moment is, and I have really tried not to cut this down, but my process at the moment is phone call, sell them the service, and you know, the aim of the phone call is to get a meeting with them.
Yeah.
So my problem was I was getting meetings in Birmingham and Cardiff and places like that.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I've got to travel all the way fucking down there, and I'll say yes at the end of it. So I spent a short period of time trying to close people on the phone, as in, no, you have to pay me before I come down to take a brief.
Yeah.
You tell me whether that's right or wrong.
I think that's a
I'm
good.
fairly new to this. I don't come from a headhunting background or anything. I come from a normal, traditional recruitment background. So you know, I don't know what the process is, but you know, yeah. So at the moment, I'm getting meetings.
Yeah.
And then go and see them. I mean, I had a meeting cancelled last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which fucking pissed me off. I made him rearrange for this Wednesday, and I sent him an email on yesterday, saying, you know, is this meeting on?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. Some excuse, you know.
Yeah.
So not a huge amount, but I'm getting probably getting a third of my meetings cancelled. third.
Okay, a
I suppose
third. Oh, that's quite high then.
Yeah, if this is not a usual service, there's no. I don't believe there's anyone else who just does it for architects. What I do for architects, I think it's a thing that they've not done before. Most of them.
Okay.
I think they're getting excited, saying yes.
Yeah.
and then, thinking, oh fucking hell, we'll have to pay this guy 5-6 grand before he does anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
another one, mate, is we've got to speak to the partners. The rest of the partners, we've got to speak to them all before we do anything, before we get anything lined up.
Yeah.
It just seems that, like I say, about a third of the meetings I'm getting, and a huge amount of the calls. I have some great conversations, but there's often I've got to speak to the partners about this before we do anything. And fucking hell, do I ever get hold of them again? Sometimes yes. Often, a lot of the time, yes, but it's always, I need to speak to the partners. It just doesn't seem like they've got that urgency to go and speak to those partners and talk about it a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, a lot of these businesses make decisions by committee. It's like working with lawyers or accountants. They are.
Whereas previously, mate, I deal with if it's just an architect or an architectural technician, I'm dealing with one decision maker, and they can make the decision because it's a small purchase for them.
Yeah.
Not someone who's going to cost them £85,000 in salary and £15,000 in fees.
Yeah. No, you've changed from, you've gone into a more of a consultative partnership sell than you are just one-on-one.
And that's possibly where I'm having trouble. Yeah, maybe it's the change. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be making more money than I am. Definitely.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not used to dealing with multiple decision makers in a committee style process, which means it tends to be slower, but the returns can be greater. But you've got to work a bit harder up front to get the buy-in.
Yeah. Well, here's another problem, mate. Sorry, I don't want to keep on keep this going too long, but here's another problem. I got asked by one of my ex-clients what kind of almost started this off. The first person that asked me for a director in the last 12 months was, have you ever heard of Atkins? SNC Lavalin Atkins, they're a big global construction consultancy, employs something like 10,000, 20,000 people worldwide, probably more, I don't know. So they, he phoned me out the blue and said, can you get us 2 directors? We've got this nuclear deal on and we need 2 people. So we got them for him and everything like that. But getting through the bureaucracy of that whole system took so long and was so difficult that, they've asked me to do something else since, and I just don't know how to deal with it. I've said no, I can't do it.
Okay.
Send me to HR, then send me to procurement, send me to the legal team, back to procurement, back to HR, back to the director who just goes, let's just try and do a fucking deal ourselves. When the deal comes along, HR, no, we can't pay you anything because you haven't got a deal with us. It's just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
That's another problem I've got.
Right, okay.
But my experience is dealing with SMEs, mate, as well.
Yeah.
So bear that in mind. I deal with practices that architecture is a small business on its own. So the biggest architecture practice in the UK turns over something like 200 million or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, for the biggest, that's not big, is it? For the biggest in the UK, for the national biggest type of company of that, it's not a lot of money. So most of my clients turn over £1 to £5 million, or traditionally have turned over £1 to £5 million.
Yeah.
And it seems like when I'm dealing with someone who turns over 50 million plus, it just starts getting ridiculous.
Right. Okay. Well, there's quite a lot of different things there. Can they be fixed?
I don't know, mate. You tell me.
Are you good at taking direction?
I think I am.
Are you willing to do things that make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's going to make me more money, I'll do fucking anything.
Okay. Are you willing to challenge beliefs that you may believe to be true, and even when your beliefs are telling you shouldn't do something, but you know you should, are you willing to ignore that and push through?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why?
Why? I mean, I'm an open-minded person, and let's face it, most of the people who say yes to me on the sales calls are open-minded people, and that's something that I'm very open to change and improving everything that I'm doing. To be totally honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to make more money.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what comes down to, isn't it? Let's face it.
Okay. All right. Is there anything I haven't asked you that I should have asked you? I'm trying to rack my brain here.
I don't think so, mate. My problem is that I've never engaged someone like yourself.
No.
And, I don't know what to expect fully. I'm just hoping you can help me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's pick something small. Pick one thing you want to be doing better.
Keeping the meetings.
Sorry?
Keeping the meetings that I'm getting.
Right. So preventing cancellations and backouts.
Basically, yes.
Right. Okay. Fine. That's something That's something very practical because if you can start to see that, then obviously it's going to change, and it's also the script that you're using that may be turning people off.
Yeah, I'm changing it fairly regularly, just trying to maximise it all the time. But there's I don't know what the effect of that. I can't really. I'm not measuring the difference, but I'm not feeling the difference. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think I can help you? Do you believe I can help you based on this conversation? I don't know.
I think so, mate.
I think
I mean,
so.
I've seen some. I followed you on LinkedIn a little while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I suddenly wasn't connected to you at some point. I was like, I saw one of your videos on something, and then I looked at a few of them. I mean, I'll be honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
I've never actually looked at anyone and thought, do you know what? That's actually really clever and really, really good, and I can do that. I reckon,
Yeah.
So.
Are you saying?
I think so. I think so. I think you can help me. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, okay.
I've never reached out to anyone before like this, so.
Right. Okay. Other than you, who's going to be involved in making this decision?
Just me.
You married?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're gonna, obviously you're gonna, like I do. I discuss everything with my wife. If you say to your wife, "We're going to get sales training," what's she going to say?
My wife's a teacher. She leaves me to the business.
Ah, but it's her money ultimately. It goes back to her.
Well, yeah. It's not, well, listen, my wife doesn't work or anything like that. She's got a nice life. We talk about loads of things. I think she'll be quite pleased and quite glad to know.
Okay. She's not going to say, "What are you doing? You don't even know the guy. And you're going to give him all this money. How do you even know it's going to work?"
She might do.
Yeah, and you're going to listen to her more than you are me. I can guarantee it.
I don't know about that.
Well, what we could do,
mate, we're not gonna have a problem with my wife, honestly.
No. I always ask because I never want to be cited in divorce proceedings. That's all.
Okay.
Right. And is it just you in the business, or is there more than?
So, well, my business history is that I've hired people and failed at hiring people and just paid the fucking wages for a period of time. I was a manager at a large recruitment business before that, and I had a successful team.
Yeah.
I've not been able to replicate that. I personally think I know why. Maybe we could move on to that, if in the future. But I personally think that the structures and management wasn't in place, and that I wasn't training people, and I was just too busy with my own shit, basically trying to make money in the business rather than trying to help them. So I've consciously stopped doing that. I'm not going to hire anyone until my mortgage is paid off, for example.
Right. So
it's me in the business.
Just you, no business partners or anything like that.
No. So it's me in the business. I've got someone. I've just fired one. So I've got a new office manager starting. Who just does 10 to 12 hours a week admin. So I can
So you can focus on the important stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's starting next Monday. I work closely with a colleague in the Midlands who does exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Nowhere near the level of performance that I do, sadly. So it's not going to be an official thing. It's just we trade jobs, information, candidates between the regions, and make money on it, basically.
Okay. And did you have any idea in your head of what you wanted to invest in yourself, or is this just something you've thought of literally today and you've given it no?
Oh, I've been thinking of it the last week or so. Probably a bit longer. Well, I've been thinking about it long term, but it's kind of started to think I really need to do something, and why wait? I don't have a figure in mind.
Okay, right. No, that's fine. And have you spoken with any other sales trainers?
No.
Any reason why not?
I suppose you could say I'm following you at the moment, so.
Okay, well, I'm flattered.
Well, you should be.
Okay, so what would you like to do then? How would you like to move forwards?
Well, I don't know what your process is. You tell me.
Okay. Well, what we could do is we could maybe spend a half day together and try and figure out exactly what needs fixing, figure out a strategy and a plan, and give you some stuff that you can literally start applying straight away. Because I like people to just hit the ground running.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So we
Where are you
can.
based?
Well, I'm based in Bournemouth. Where are you?
Okay, that's a long way away. I'm in
We can do this all by the modern technology. We don't have to physically be in person. So Skype and WhatsApp. I mean, I coach a guy in Sweden, and we speak once a week on the phone. So yeah, no, we don't need. Okay, so what we could do is do that. And we could either do 1 4-hour stint or two hours makes more sense, to be honest, because it's not. It's a lot, and then you can go away, do some of the stuff, come back. If it's worked, we can then add some more to it. If it hasn't worked, we try and identify what it is that you've done wrong that hasn't made it work. And at the end of that, after those 4 hours, go out to the real world, try it. And if you want to come back, and most people typically do, but you may choose not to, come back and say, okay, so how do I continually learn this and reinforce it, and what would a program properly look like? But what you need is something to hit the ground running first, to try it, to see if you like it. And because what I do is very different to what most people do. I'm upfront. It's quite uncomfortable. It'll require you doing stuff you're not used to doing. And let me ask you this. Are you willing to do what I say, as I say, in the manner that I say it, without questioning it, even if it's uncomfortable?
Oh yeah. Because I've been in situations before where I've pushed myself to do something and I've seen results from it. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? You get that feeling afterwards. And think, oh fucking hell, that really actually works.
Right.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. Okay.
Why wasn't I doing that? Why wasn't I doing that so long? For the last however many years.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right. So how it worked then, we could schedule in this initial 4 hours or 2 times 2 hours. And at the end of that process, you'll make a decision on whether or not you want to do more with me, or if you think you've got enough to go out on your own and maybe come back. It's up to you. We'll have that chat. But for that initial 4 hours, I typically charge £1,500 plus VAT.
Can you do it for 100?
100,000, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry?
That's fine.
So your voice has gone down and is less happy now.
Yes. No, sorry. It's my headset. Shit, I do need to get.
Are you sure? Because to a lot of people, that's a significant sum of money.
It's not a significant sum of money. Right. I don't want to be. It's not a significant sum of money. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Are you sure? Because I don't want you to.
Yeah. Don't worry.
No, I'm not worried. I just want to make sure you're comfortable with it. Do you need to discuss it with your wife?
No.
I don't mind if you do.
No. So £1,500 plus VAT is fine, mate. Honestly.
Okay. So what would?
I'm not being a dickhead. I was actually expecting it to be a bit more. It's fine. I have no expectations, so
Well, I can't fail then. So this is good. I like you already. So how do you want to move forwards then?
On price. I have no expectations on price. I have no idea what to do.
No,
so
well,
that's completely fine.
Fine. Okay. So how do you want to move forwards then? What would you like to do? Do you want to organise a time now in the diary to do this?
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right. So I'll open up my calendar. Right. So when are we going to do this during normal working hours? I guess because you work for yourself, you can. Normally when I do this, it's with people who work for businesses and it's in outside hours, but I can be pretty flexible. Good. I like you even more. Normally I'm doing this on a Sunday.
Is there a discount for normal working hours?
No.
What kind of discount is there?
Hey, can I ask you a question? Would you hire a sales trainer that discounts in order to win business? No, good. So ask again.
I was kidding.
No, I know you are. So.
All right. No. So let's have a look. I'm off.
Off next week, I know. So that's good because next week's pretty busy for me. But anytime, let's have a look. 13th or 14th is looking pretty good for me. The Thursday and the Friday at this stage.
Can we do the week after? I'm waiting on one client to confirm.
Fine.
Spot maybe it's about them. I'm waiting on one client to confirm on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week whether he can meet me or not.
Okay.
He will. Whether he will or he won't.
I get it.
You can just leave them free just in case. So Monday the 17th onwards, any time that week would be great.
So Thursday the 20th is my only free day that week.
That's fine with me.
So okay, let's see. Okay, so what it is I'll send you an invoice. You pay before the 20th, and we'll lock in 2 hours. What time? So I'm free all day that day. So we could do 9 to 11, 11 to what? It's whatever.
Let's do in the morning.
Let's do it 9 to 11. Right. We'll do the first 2 hours. You'll have homework and stuff to do. 9 a.m. to 11. Right. That's perfect. My phone's on 1%. I'm going to die soon. So if it hangs up, it's not some sales tactic. It literally is the phone is about to die on me. Yeah. So can you send me all your details and stuff for the invoice via LinkedIn, and I'll send that over to you today or tomorrow.
Yeah, fine.
Now, is there any reason you're going to hang up the phone and say, "Oh my God, what have I just done"?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. Okay. And last question before the phone cuts out. No, I don't forget that question. I'll save that for when we speak the first time, actually.
Come on.
No. It's I'll save it. It's a good one. I'll save it. Right. Is there anything else? Is there anything I should have asked you that I haven't, or anything you want to ask me that?
I don't think so, mate. No, I think that's fine.
Okay, cool. And if you should go into hiding on me after you've hung up because you get a buyer's remorse, should I chase you or just leave you in peace?
I'm not going to go into hiding.
I always ask. You'll be a mate. Remember, you don't have to keep a commitment to a salesman, you see.
Yeah. Okay. No. I'm not going to go anywhere.
All right. Oh, I look forward to this. I think it's going to be fun working with you. You sound like a fun guy, so I think this is going to be good stuff.
Okay. Well, no, I'm looking forward to it as well, mate. Should be good. I think you've got a lot you can teach me, hopefully.
Great.
I hope.
Yeah. There'll be no hope. We're going to eliminate hope from your sales pipeline. That's what we're going to do.
That'll be perfect. That'll be absolutely perfect.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Well, no, thank you. Thanks for reaching out, and I'll talk to you in the interim and get this all sorted. But no, we'll be speaking on the 20th by the sounds of it.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. All the best. Cheers. Bye. That was all right. It's not bad work. For sitting on the prospecting couch. This couch just prints money. So if you want to join me on it one day, why don't you grow a pair and come and join me on the prospecting couch? Well, that was easy. I think I'm going to get drunk now. Well, I don't drink, but if I did, I would. Anyway, thanks.